Come on in here, Ken and Karen. Come on in here, Ken and Karen. Apparently, some of these soft NFL fans, Kens and Karens, been crying to the NFL about Kendrick Lamar's performance. They complaining to the feds and like, oh, it was too black, it was too strong, it wasn't family friendly. And my reaction is, good. Now you gonna make me fool around and like Kendrick's performance. I didn't think in terms of his charisma and his catalog that I was feeling his performance in that regard. And I always said a diss track is kind of, it's not something that you necessarily, from that capacity. But there's nothing about Kendrick Lamar that was offensive. I wanted him to do a pro-black song like King Kunta. I really was hoping he would even do that because that did have the James Brown groove and vibe to it. I had no problem with him. I just didn't feel that, as a mainstay. But for these people come out here and be crying, out here crying about his performance on it, they still crying after all this time because he did it in front of Trump's face. And they're like, how dare you? How dare the NFL stop racism in the logo because to appease Trump? How about you address the issue about black ownership? How about you address the issue of lack of black general managers and more head coaches? And think I don't remember Brian Flores' lawsuit? Let me go look into this a bit further. Because guess what? Kendrick Lamar earned his way to perform. He is not a DEI entertainer. I'm going to say this slowly in case you don't know. He's not a DEI entertainer. He's been around a decade plus. It's funny how people be crying. Now, if you didn't like it, that's one thing. But, it's funny. When he was performing with Dre and Snoop and Eminem and 50 and Mary J. Blige, you ain't had no problem with that. Oh, let me tell you why. Because they were talking about having fun and probably getting, toasty, saucy. They weren't talking about nothing what they were showing. Kendrick was just trying to tell you about let's get some reparations. I know that's a dirty word. I know that's a bad word to say. I know it's hard to just compartmentalize that. So what you do is you be at home writing Dear Roger Goodell some letters. Oh, this black man scared me and he terrified me. Oh, I can't look at that. Why do they gotta talk that talk? Even though you just got through selecting somebody into the White House who wants to take the 1965 Act and wants to go to legalize segregation again. So when Kendrick Lamar